What's approaching the supreme moment? Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? As I've said in the previous showcase video for the Extreme Intelligence Pasta unit, I did want to test her out on Super Battle Road because this is really where the unit's going to provide the most benefit to the team overall. So again, this is the 100% potential version of the unit. I did give her pretty much level 15 for additional attack, level 6 for criticals, and level 5 for dodge. So pretty minimal amount of levels toward evasion, even though she does have a built-in passive to where she does have a medium chance to evade attacks. Definitely a good alternative option to focus on levels toward dodge versus what I did, which is additional attacks, just because in case the stunning mechanism fails the first time, additional attack could potentially do that as well. So that's kind of where my head was at when I was working through the potential levels for her. So let's go ahead and cover the stats for those that missed the last showcase video. So she does have the super attack ability to lower attack. The passive is going to add +2 ki at the start of the turn, and also medium chance to evade enemies' attack, including super attacks, and also a medium chance to drop enemies' defense by 80%, as well as a medium chance to stun the enemy for 2 turns. So both of those, not both, but all those factors within the passive skill can provide a lot of benefit toward the Peppy Gal's category stage. And you'll see in the second half it'll be tested on the Extreme Intelligence team on the Super Battle Road stage as well. But yeah, the passive is pretty amazing for a free-to-play unit. Again, it has a medium chance to evade attacks, and then also a medium chance to drop the enemy's defense by 80%, and then a medium chance to stun the enemy for 2 turns. So definitely could provide some help with that. Obviously, Caulifla is a very good dodger as well. I included the free-to-play tech urine unit as well, because she does have a medium chance to stun the attacked enemy, so that kind of helps out within the rotation. If Pasta fails to stun the enemy, urine can kind of come in and help out if needed. She does have a pretty decent passive as well. Like, she has +3 ki to herself, attacked enemies attack and defense decreased by 15%, and then, like I said, medium chance to stun the enemy as well. But also with the super attack, she has a chance to stun the enemy in addition to that. So pretty beneficial unit as well. So again, like I said, this unit can definitely be pretty helpful with the Super Battle Road stages. So I figured, again, just kind of test out and see how she does. Like, obviously, I would never allow for Dokkan mode for the Pasta unit to activate. Honestly, it's probably better off. Even the Ribrianne unit would provide more damage than Pasta would. But this is more or less a test for her, so it's all good. So again, she definitely does help out quite a bit, because her super attack will lower attack, and then her passive will lower defense, and then on top of that she can evade attacks, and finally the ability to stun the enemy. So it's pretty much a complete package in terms of status effects against the enemy. So that's why she's very helpful for the Battle Road stage. So this is, again, the Peppy Gal's category stage within Super Battle Road. Only available in JP, but for global players, this unit, when it comes out, in addition to Peppy Gal's, she could help out with the Extreme Intelligence stage of Super Battle Road as well. So I don't know, for those in JP, I definitely recommend farming the unit while you can. At least get it to max SA and unlock the dupe pass. You don't necessarily have to invest orbs into her, but it's definitely just beneficial to just go ahead and grind it out while you can. So this is kind of the rotation I was talking about. You've got first slot Pasta, and then the second slot with the urine unit. So both of them do have medium chance to stun the attacked enemy. So it definitely can help out. So when she does get hit, she definitely does take quite a bit of damage though. So be very careful with that. Her defense really isn't that great. So that's one thing to be cautious about. But overall, she's definitely a pretty decent unit, and she can definitely help out the team overall. On the Peppy Gal stage, link skills are really not an issue because at the very least she does have Battlefield Diva. That's +2 key, and that'll pretty much get you where you need to be in terms of pretty much guaranteeing a super attack. As you can see, she only needs 1 key to get a super attack, and the one with the lowest is Ruby Red, and she needs only 4. So it's really not bad in terms of links. You're not really going to maximize attack or defense. It's more or less just making sure each unit can get a super attack. That's really what it comes down to. I find it very appropriate that the very last stage within the Peppy Gals Battle Road stage is the trio of perverts, I guess, in a way. You got Roshi, Oolong, and Yamcha, so that's pretty appropriate. I find that pretty funny. So like I said, Urine does decrease attack and defense as well as stun the enemy, so pretty helpful. So test it out on Peppy Gals if you haven't been able to clear it. She might actually help. So this is the Extreme Intelligence team setup. Obviously, she is an extreme unit, so I can definitely include this unit on this sort of setting. Even if you don't get a super attack, her passive has the ability to decrease the enemy's defense as well as stunning ability, so you don't necessarily need to get a super attack every time, but it will definitely help because she does have the ability to lower attack as part of that super attack ability. For this one though, links are definitely a little bit of an issue. Like, she's linked up right now with the Ginyu unit. She does share a little bit of links, like I think it was Coward is probably one of them, or Loyalty. I can't remember which link it was, but one of those provides a +1 key link. So there are other units that do have link skills that they share with her, like Brutal Beatdown's probably another one. Other than that, I mean, Guidance to Dragon Ball is an incredible adventure. The really only viable units within this setup would be the Extreme Intelligence TN unit. He would have the Guidance of the Dragon Balls and Incredible Adventure link skills, so that's not a bad option either. Guidance of the Dragon Balls is a 20% increase to attack, and Incredible Adventure is +2 key. So, if you do have that unit, certainly not a bad option to include to, potentially link up with her. I do want to note that you do see segments within here in certain spots where damage does seem to be a little bit lower than others. That's because I did use items in certain cases, like damage reducing items or defense up items, so you might see some differences there, but there's also sections where they continue to decrease the enemy's attack, so in some cases those are actually defense levels without any items used. So I know it's a little bit confusing, but just wanted to provide that additional info. So you got a lot of attacks coming here, and you definitely do want to kind of take care of business here in terms of minimizing the damage taken. Unfortunately, she didn't dodge the super attack and took about 70,000 in damage, but let's see what happens here. So did provide attack, defense, decrease, and a stun. So I'm telling you, like, this unit can definitely provide some help. She's not the best of units, but for a free-to-play, she definitely packs a punch. Again, Dokkan mode would have definitely been provided to Kid Buu or even Ginyu at the worst case. So this is a little bit unrealistic, but it is a showcase for the Pasta unit. So let's just go ahead and see what her Dokkan mode damage capacity is like. Yeah, 334,000. I mean, pretty much a waste at that point. Other units could hit for a lot more, but it is what it is. I mean, she provides support, really. That's what her main function is anyhow. So focusing on evasions, definitely not a bad option, just to kind of add on to the built-in medium chance to evade attacks. Obviously it doesn't stack, but you know, if the passive fails, you have that 20% if you go full dodge ability to dodge. So you know, it's not a bad option either. I just went with more of a importance on the additional attack, as you see in the video. I mean, sometimes, you know, that stun will activate and it'll definitely help out, but at the very least she'll continue to lower attack for the enemy, so that does provide benefits on its own too. So overall, pretty good free-to-play unit, very solid. Like I said, passive skill is pretty amazing, a lot of functions within that passive skill, so JP players, definitely make sure, like I said, to grind it and, you know, farm up the SA and whatever, and make sure you do have a copy of this, because it can definitely help out in certain scenarios. All right, so thanks for watching. Take you guys later.